So designers, hopefully things are starting to make pretty good sense to you. I'd like to go over a little bit about how the game works this semester. It's slightly different for those veterans who have been in here before and should be fairly familiar to almost all of you, as it works with a lot of standard video game mechanics around our design technology content. So you're in a quest right now that's called Our Game that you got to from a quest map called Think Design. I know because you're watching this video and that's the only way you could get here. In addition to the Think Design map, you should have at least seen the daily map, which will have quests for each day that we are in class. There'll be 2 a week for A and E day blocks, and then will be all digital on Tuesdays. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to add a whole extra quest that day. I think probably I will, but we'll see. Think Design is going to be required before you can get into the more advanced access areas, but it's going to be required on an ongoing basis, rolling. So this day, you need to finish beginnings if you can, or at least in the next couple of classes, you want to finish that beginnings column because that's going to get you access to the other things on the map. The coding map, the woodshop map, the video production map, all of those maps that get you into the specific subject areas that you're most interested in working within our game. As we move through the semester, this Think Design map is going to fill out with more and more columns, and each one is then going to have a due date past which you will not have access to the rest of the site if you haven't completed it. So for example, hopefully this makes sense, beginnings is for the first 2 weeks of school. After September 5th, if you haven't completed beginnings, you won't have access to the other maps. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we'll have 2 weeks to finish foundations. 2 weeks after that, if you haven't finished foundations, you'll lose access to the other parts of the site. And the only things you'll have are the daily, Think Design, and sketching. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, on to the way the rest of the site works. You'll open it and you'll initially only see the basics for that particular map. I've actually got this badge already, so I see all 3 columns. But you'll initially start with the basics. And there'll be a series of quests there that you can do in any order, usually, that you would like. Once you've done all of those quests, you will earn the badge at the bottom. In this case, Sketching Apprentice. And that will unlock the project that's waiting there for you. You can see this is grayed out because it's not available yet. I don't have the Sketching Apprentice badge that unlocks this project. When I finished this project, I will earn the right to the next column or multiple columns. Frequently, there will be at least 2. One of them will be skill builders and one will be deeper dives. Skill builders will be specific focus, deeper dives, a broader project that you can do that really develops your skill, but not focused on one particular aspect of what you learned in the basics column. Hopefully that makes sense, and I will hopefully whet your appetite by saying there's more that unfolds as you keep going. So the site is quite deep, and there's lots to explore over the course of the semester, but you'll only get access to it as you earn it.